Well, hey friends, how are you? I hope you guys are doing okay. I am back from Colorado. If you guys don't know, I went and stayed about 8 days or so with my daughter and son-in-law and grandson. My grandson wanted me to come out for my birthday, so I did. And he got me this necklace. I don't know if you can see it, but it says Mama. He's such a great little kid. And my daughter, she got me this palette from Cosmic Beauty. This is the Serenity palette. And she also got me the Muse palette. I know they're similar, but she said a lot of them were out. And this is what he picked. So, you know, he picks what he wants. They didn't have, she said she's going to get the blue one, but she said, I never wear blues. And I said, I would have wore the blues. The Winter Wonderland, yes. So, and I do like these. I have used this a couple of times, and I really do like the formula. But, and then my husband, he got me the Natasha Sculpting Eye Sculpt palette, which I really do like. I have used this, and you know, her matte shades are phenomenal. And he also got me the new blush palette, which I really do like. I haven't put the highlighter on yet, but I will. But I do have that shade on today, which I really do like, and I think I am going to get another shade. And then I also got an Ulta card. And I got that, and I have this on, but I don't like it because I don't know if you can see, but it really does show a lot of, this does not blur for my skin. Today my skin is really dry. Usually, my skin, it just does what it wants. It's, you know, I've got mature skin. It's dry. Sometimes it can be a little bit oily, but most of the time it is kind of dry. But it's the Anastasia and, you know, Beverly Hills. And a lot of people are saying how great this is, but I think most of them have kind of like oily skin. This is not great for me. And I think, I mean, I might try it again with a different primer, but for me, I'm thinking it's a no-go. So I should have stuck with my thing and got my NARS like I was going to, or my I can't think of the other one. It will come to me probably later, but that's what ones I should have got. And then also I got lights, camera. It's a new one from Tarte, lights, camera, lashes, platinum. Now I have used this, and this is a decent mascara, but I still like my one from L'Oreal. I mean, this one was $15, and my L'Oreal is like 12 or 13. This is for the mini. My L'Oreal is for the other. This one reminds me a lot of the Benefit one. The only thing with the Benefit is the Benefit does have conditioning, I think, in theirs. And what I also have on is the Tarte plumping juicy oil stuff, and it's on here somewhere and I can't find it. And also I have is the new Mighty Fine Brow Pen from Benefit, which I do like. And this one has the deeper forks, you know, it makes the deeper, oh, now I can't do it. I was doing it earlier, darn it. But you can make little individual brow hairs a lot better than what I was doing on here. I don't know if you can see that. But it does a lot better. Right now it's a little dark, but you know, that just happens. And it is waterproof. So I got that. And I got me a new jumbo white NYX liner because I needed one. And I got me one in some purple. And I got me a pink one because I needed this little pinky one. But I think this is Ulta Beauty. And this purple one's in Ulta Beauty. If I can get it off. Yeah. Ulta Beauty. I like the Ulta Beauty. They're it's pretty. And then the Ulta Beauty ones they have, they're waterproof. They will stay in the water line. These stay in the water line. They're also great for using as like an eye primer, an eye base. And that's what I got this one pretty much for too. And what else was it? I know there is something else. Oh, I got a lot of like bath bombs and these kind of thingies, you know, to wash your face, makeup off, and some of these thingies for your hair. Yeah. And that's, oh, and my Ulta, I think it was Ulta that had the Mario, by Mario, the Juicy. I really like this. It's Rosewood Glow, the plumping lip serum. I really do like this, and it has the matching lip liner. I really like both of those, but I don't have neither one of those on today. Oh, and more bee balm, strawberry and watermelon, because those are the ones I like. So that was my birthday haul. I know I'm forgetting a couple of things, but that's pretty much what I got. So I think I made out pretty good. And we're going to try out this palette. And I think I want to do blue. I think we're going to do some blues. Some blues. Yeah. We're going to do blues. So we're going to go into the Serenity palette and we're going to do some blues. I think we're going to try, ooh, might do this River and, ooh, that Mood. Maybe Serenity. I don't know if we'll do all of those, but we might do. This is for we might do. We might. I may change my mind along the way. But that's what we might try. It's pretty. So let's go into Echo, which is this rubber. I've already got my Gerard Cosmetics eye primer on. Let me just kind of stomp it out. So, now, I want to say something about Alta. Alta, and even here in Ohio. But we went out to the one out in Colorado, me and my daughter, and here I am in my wheelchair. And it is also very cold out there. Extremely cold. And we just wanted to get out. So we go into Alta. One, they are not very wheelchair friendly. They're not very disabled friendly. And what I mean by that is, you know, you get there, if it wasn't for the woman and, the man that was coming out, getting in there would have been difficult. For one, if I was by myself, I wouldn't have been able to get in. For one, the door is very hard to open. They're very heavy. They have nothing outside for you to push that opens. But no one inside is going to come out and help you. No. They stare at you. Once you do get inside, everything is so close together that you can't get a wheelchair around in there. And that has been in every Alta that I have been in. You can't get in any of the aisles hardly because they are so crammed together. There are things in the way. My daughter was having she was having a fit. She was like, what is wrong in here? She says, why can't I get into anything? She says, Mom, I'm sorry that you can't get into anything. And they're like, and, you know, if I would have went in with my cane, it would have been, I've almost fell with my cane when I went in there before. And a walker, no. A walker is even worse. So, yeah. So, Alta, you got to do better with the way you put things out in there for people that are in there with wheelchairs. I've even been in there with my electric scooter, and my electric scooter is pretty narrow. And I have a terrible, it's very hard to maneuver it around. I sometimes have to have my husband, I'm like, honey, can you go down there and see if they have this or that or the other? You know, because they're not very wheelchair friendly when it comes to maneuvering wheelchairs. And it's sad because I would like to go in there sometimes and really look around, but I can't because I can't not really get my wheelchair around in there. So, yeah. There's that. And that is a very pretty shade. Oh. I really like that echo. That echo is very pretty. This right here is just the matte. And I'm just tapping this on. Because right now I'm not real sure really what I want to do here. Sorry for my phone beeping in the background. I'm just tapping this in a big old circle right here. But yeah, that was just absolutely a nightmare in there. And Sephora, they're inside Kohl's, but at least in Sephora, they're a small place in Kohl's, but at least you can get around. Very disappointed. Another brush here. I'm going to get this bigger brush. Around here on this outside edge. And I also want to say, I flew out there on American Airlines, and I heard about the awful accident that happened, and I just want to say that I am so sorry for the families, and to say a prayer. And that was just a terrible, awful accident. And I had a rough experience with American Airlines. Nothing like that, but they lost my wheelchair. Well, I flew out of Cincinnati. I get to Colorado because I have someone that helps me from the airplane. They help me from gate to gate, and from, they help me from gate to gate. They help me, get on down the jet walk to the air, from the, I can get onto the airplane, and then, because I sit in first, usually I'm in the very first row. And so, I can get on the airplane and get to my seat. And they usually always help me with my suitcase and everything. Well, my carry-on. So they get on, and so, we get off the plane. We're waiting at baggage claim for my baggage. And then we're going wait on my wheelchair, because I always have that. I always check that in. So we get to Colorado Springs, and we wait. We ask, wheelchair? They said, no wheelchair. Okay, I start freaking out. My daughter is like, Mom, hold it. She's like, Mom, I will handle this. Let me talk. Let me do this. Because I am getting very upset. And I mean, extremely, extremely upset now. She's like, let me do this, Mom. I will handle it. She says, you just breathe. So we get back there, and so the guy's name was Isaac. He was absolutely wonderful. And I've never had this happen before. I fly American Airlines all the time because they always take great care of me. And I always fly first class. Well, it's a beautiful little shimmer. So, get on there, and, she's asking. They say they never put my wheelchair on in Cincinnati. I'm like, really? We watched them scan it. We watched them put it on the little conveyor belt to go back in there, and said, yes, we don't know what happened, but they never put it on. I'm like, okay. I said, do you know that there is no way that I am going to be able to get out there to the car? There is no way that I am going to be able to do anything. My daughter is, Mom, let me handle it. I am about ready to. She said, she told her husband, said, Jack, can you take Mom to go to the bathroom? So I guess when I'm gone, she's like, hey, Isaac, I know this is not your fault or anything like this, but hey, this is bullcrap. And he's, yes, I agree with you. and said, I cannot believe they did not put this on your mom's flight. I said, I cannot believe they did not scan it and put it on. Said, you're going to have to, I'm going to put this Twilight on too. We're going to put this on back here. Said, yeah, so you are going to have to, you know, really get a hold of the company and customer service and let them know really what happened and complain, because so somebody will do something about this. But they did have a loaner. I mean, that was one good thing. They did have a loaner. It was a brand new one. Which, I mean, even if it wasn't brand new, I mean, they at least had a loaner for me. So I was thankful for that. And they said that they were going to put mine on, they were going to put mine on and get it there as soon as possible. Which, actually, it came that night at 11 p.m. I got there at like 9:30 in the morning. So mine actually came at 11:30 p.m. And they were lucky, because, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do anything, but it was extremely cold. I mean, they had the coldest weather when I was there. Yeah. They had their coldest weather while I was there. But beyond that, you know, I wouldn't have been able to go out and enjoy anything whatsoever if they wouldn't have had a loaner. I mean, because I wouldn't have been able to get anywhere. That is really pretty. I am surprised. I am not that big on blues. But, you know, we wound up. And when I did get my chair, it was all scratched up. And it was filthy. And I mean filthy. And this is a new chair. I've only had this chair since... It was sometime in the summer I got it just before I went out there in the summer. Brand new chair. And I've only used it maybe 2 or 3 times. I have not used it much. So I was very, very upset that it was filthy. And I mean filthy. We had to clean it up before I could do anything. So I'm going to get a shimmer to put on the top. I want a shimmer or a matte. I think I want a shimmer. And it was just, and it was all scratched up on the legs. So we let him know about that. Took pictures of it, sent that into customer service. Well, they did say they were going to send me some new legs. I mean, they did apologize for it being filthy. They did apologize for them not putting it on. And I also got some miles, which I thought was very nice. But, I mean, I understand things happen. And if it would have been extremely busy, I could say, you know, okay, but it wasn't. And everybody was saying, you know, this is the time when they are not busy, you know. This is their very slow time. So I'm like, okay, what happened? And they just said that someone just didn't put it on. I mean, they had no excuses. And that's what they actually said, you know, there was no excuse. They really did not try to make one. They just simply said someone didn't put it on. But, and I will still fly American Airlines. Like I said, they really are. They are really good to me, and this was just something that happened. If it happens again, there will be some words. I don't know. I don't look for this to happen in the future, but yeah, that was my experience with American Airlines this time, which wasn't too bad. Clean this one off. Clean off, clean off. Let's see, what color am I gonna put in here? La, 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 la. So have you guys had any bad experiences with airlines? I think I'm going to go in with Starry Night, which is an Ulta Beauty. Well, come on. That is just kind of beautiful. And on the top lash there, we are going to, ouch. I think I'm going to go in with this black, which is Mystical. I think I'm going to mix it with this blue. And go on my lash line there. Da, da, da. Blink, blink. Okay, I will be back. I want to do this side, put some of the mascara on, and I saw the sun. And I'm back. This is my look. That was my hubby.
Why did you give me a warning?
He was like, why don't you give me a warning? Why am I in your video? Well, because you are. Just say hi.
Hi.
Okay, there he is. But this is it. The final look. My hair, yes, I do need to go get it colored, and I will. I'm going to get bright blue. No, I'm just kidding. Probably get the same old, same old. You know, I don't hardly ever change it. Even though I want to. But I'm afraid that it just won't look right. Maybe I'll just buy a purple wig and see what that looks like. And then maybe I'll go, and if it looks okay, then I'll get my hair dyed purple. And then maybe I'll just do it rainbow. No. Okay, I don't know. But this is it. I did have to change the foundation because that foundation was really bothering me. So I had to go in with my Wet n Wild. Because that foundation is just absolutely horrific on me. And so the Wet n Wild had changed. Yeah, my face is really, you know, because it was so cold. It was 25 below zero with the wind chill factor when I was in Colorado Springs. And it was, you know, and the air out there is very dry. So my skin just went through it out there. So, yeah. And this right here, I'm always going to have this. I don't know what this is. I guess it's just my face. It's just my face. But, yeah, I mean, the texture, that don't bother me. But it's just so, I don't know. It just don't look right. It just don't look right. And my face is all puffy. All puffy. Me. But yeah, this is it. I really do like the blue. I usually don't wear blue eyeshadow that often. But then after I put it on, I'm like, I kind of do like that. That is kind of pretty. So, yeah. I think I will be using these palettes quite a bit. And then the next time I think I'm going to do the Natasha, because, you know, it is matte, and I do love wearing mattes. I used to wear mattes all the time. And, you know, and I've got so many, if I don't want to just have mattes, I've got so many shimmers and palettes, and so put them on. You know, it's brown. You can do a brown, you can do a green, a pink, a purple, whatever you want. Plus, I've got some brown shimmers. Some gold shimmers would be very pretty. Yeah, even in the Natasha Denona. Do these come out? I don't know if these come out or not. They probably do. Yes, they do. These come out. So if you wanted to put them... And I am going to make a video to where I am going to make my dream palette using all of my Natasha Denona palettes. So we're going to go through and make my dream palette. I might have to make 2 dream palettes, but we are going to go through and do that too. But I know this is a longer video. Well, no, you guys are used to my videos, or they are usually pretty long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and but I am going to take this back. Somebody let me know, what is a good one? Should I get the NARS Light Reflecting? Should I get the Estee Lauder one? Me and Dior, I don't like... Dior just doesn't get along with me either. I've tried the Dior before, and I really did not care for it. I love the Dior blush, but it is very expensive, and you really don't get that much. I know, and I know the Natasha Denona is expensive too, but when I order from their site, I have points, and so I don't always pay full price, and that's the same way with Ulta. If I order from the Ulta site, I don't always pay full price either. So that's what I do like about them, because they have a great point system. So that is the one thing I will say about Ulta. They have their stores, they have crappy, they're not very wheelchair friendly, but they do have a great point system, and they do have great customer care service, which I have experienced. When I return anything or I have any question, they do have a great customer service. But going into the store, they were not very friendly with the wheelchair service, and they were not. Yeah, and they were like, they seemed to be afraid of me because I was in a wheelchair, because I was disabled. That was also a little bit of a put off out in Colorado. That was very put offish. Like I had a disease, and I was very put off by that also. So they didn't want to help me. It was like they were very standoffish at first. You know, my daughter was like, you know, my mom needs some help. Can you help her find this? Where is this? And I was just like, I just want to get out of here. Yeah. I did get my birthday thing in there, and that was it. I was like, I do not want to get anything. I do not want to buy anything. That was it. So I went to Sephora, and I did buy my things in Sephora that I wanted. So, which I would have bought them in Ulta, but Ulta just was not very friendly. So I went to Sephora, which Sephora was really great. And I was in a wheelchair in Sephora. No issues. I was helped right away. But now, I don't know if it was just happened to be the people that were in there that were just skittish of somebody that was in a wheelchair. And I'm just in a wheelchair because I have issues with walking distance because of pain with my CRPS. And that was just the issue, which it really hurt my feelings. But, you know, it is what it is. But, you guys, I'm just hoping Ulta can do better. And I am going to get off here because I need to go eat something since I've been on my semaglutide. I have issues with eating. I got to remind myself to eat, and I have not eaten, and I can feel myself getting shaky, and that's not good. So, but I have lost 20 some pounds, so we will get into that at a later date. And and I will be showing you the exercises that I have started. And my upper teeth, you know, I got false teeth. My upper false teeth just don't want to, they seem to be aggravating me today. But anyway, I will get on here and do another video. I am not going to be a stranger. But let's do a different one. We are going to do, we're going to do a happy, we're so happy. But I'm going to try to go back out and see my daughter again in either March or April. That's what I'm hoping for. And this says, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Romans 15:13. So, that is how we are going to end on that. So, I love you. You're beautiful. You're blessed. And you guys are just mean everything in the world to me. So, I will see you later. Have a great day. Go out and do something magnificent because you are magnificent people. Bye.